Oh, gotcha. Okay.
We're on the air. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Diggin For Gold. It's Tuesday. It's November 15th. Hello, Rick. Hello, Marta. And so far, we just have a little group here, but I'm sure it's going to grow as time goes by. Welcome. Laura, do you have anything to say tonight?
Good evening. Happy Tuesday.
Yeah? Okay. So we're going to move pretty quickly tonight. We're just going to start at the beginning and we're going to review a bunch of stuff. So as everybody knows, we're working in Twitter. I'm going to go to a screen share. I'm going to start with the screen share right now. There we go. I'm presenting to everyone, it says. And I have my Twitter up. There's my Twitter account. Now, just to be sure that everybody knows how to monitor this stuff, if we come over here to where my picture is, my profile and settings, and I click on that, I can come to analytics. So here under analytics, we can take a look at what's going on with our account. I'm going to tell you that things are happening for me. So you can see, for example, I've got 41,000 impressions, which is up 47%. I've got 1,000 profile visits, up 500%. So things are coming up, and I've got 139 more followers than I had 28 days ago. So we're making progress with the account. And if we look at audiences, we are growing, albeit my growth appears a little bit slow right now. It says I'm adding 5 followers a day, but that's because way back here I had actually stopped doing Twitter for a while, so I was actually declining. So statistically, it shows 5 a day for the last 30 days, but it's really more than 5 a day for the last week or so. But the account is growing. So that's what you can do to go look and see what your results are. Okay, does that make sense to everybody? And are there any questions about that? So I'm going to take us over to Status Brew now. Status Brew. And what's that? Go ahead. What?
Real quick, you're on in the beginning of the webinar tonight.
What's that?
You're on for the webinar tonight.
Okay. That's the
just want to let you know.
message coming. Okay, that's what I was seeing that message coming in, and I was going to just go take a look at it. So hold on for just a second. Let me get to a point where you're actually doing some talking here, and then I'll go look at that and decide what I have to do next.
Perfect. Okay.
So here we are in Status Brew, and we have my account, of course, and we have sources. And right now, I have 2 source accounts identified, either Adam Chandler or Send.Cards. I'm going to stay with the Send.Cards. And what we're doing is we're rating Send.Cards and finding people that are following Send.Cards, and we're jumping in and following them. So if I click on Choose Profile, which is me, that's it. So there we have our Send.Cards account. Now, one of the things that I've bossed over in the last couple of weeks is I've bossed over this business of filters. So over here, I can do things like select the account age, tweets per day, and things like that. I can select a bunch of stuff over here, and specifically, I can select geographic or demographic filters. So one of the things I can select is people that have public or protected profiles. So I'm going to go with public profiles. I'm going to select users. Non-verified or verified, we'll select verified users. Avatar, we'll select has a profile image. If they don't even have a profile image, I'm not interested in them. We can select what time zones they're in, what language they're in. We can exclude users. And I'm not going to go through all this stuff because I normally don't use most of it. I don't care about time zones. I don't care what time zone they're in. I do care about language. I might want to just select people that are English, etc. Because, well, I don't speak Arabic or Japanese, so probably having those people following those people doesn't do me much good, and etc. So once I've done all that, I can simply save the filter. It's going to ask me to give it a name. We'll call it Lens Test Filter for tonight and tell it OK. And I know I went through that pretty quickly, but that's okay. So once we have a filter selected, then we can go in there and we can select the filter we're going to use. And so now what we have is we have mutual fallback, public profiles, verified profiles, has a profiler of each, 2 languages selected. Now, mutual fallback is not what I want. I want people that are following the source. So I'm going to go ahead and change that one to source followers. And everything else should come back up okay. So there we have it. So, whoops, I should have selected all followers. My bad, all followers. So now we have people we can follow. And this is just like going down a list in Facebook like we did for weeks. We're going to follow some people. So follow. In fact, what I want to do is I want to actually, yeah, okay. What happened to my, I'm going to go back to my newest filter because I may have screwed that up. But anyhow, come on. Okay, that's what I really want. Followers, showing people I can follow, et cetera, et cetera. And I'm going to kill this tweets per day. So there we have a bunch of people that we can follow. We can just sit here and start following people. And I'm not going to do a bunch of this right now, but we can follow up to a couple hundred people a day. And then what we want to do is clean out people that haven't followed us back. So to do that, we're going to select our own account. And so we have people that are in our account that are not following me back. And you can decide whether they haven't followed you back in 1 day, 2 days, 5 days, 10 days. I usually use 10 days. And we'll use fast unfollow. And we'll just start unfollowing. So these are people that, like I followed him 11 days ago. He's not following me back. Actually, I'm going to go follow Robin. I don't want to unfollow her. I'm going to skip her. But you get the idea. So we want to keep our account cleaned up a little bit so we don't get way out of balance. Too many people we're following who are not following us back. We're only interested in the people that are following us back. So that's the whole thing with Status Brew. There's not much else to it, with the exception, as we pointed out last week, we'll just point it out once again, in settings, we have the automated messages set up, and you don't get these automated messages unless you're into the paid version of Status Brew. So automated messages here. So anyone who follows me back gets an automatic message that says, thanks for the follow, and they get a link to my social media guide. It's that simple. So that is Status Brew. Now, you want to talk, Laurie, you're going to talk on Social Jukebox, right?
Yeah, I can do that.
So why don't I get out of the share here so that you can do a screen share. And there it is. Can you see me?
I can see you.
Okay.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah, you've already started the screen share?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I'll see if I can make it a little bit bigger. Okay. I think, Rick, can you see that? Len looks like a ghost. He didn't pay his bill. Yeah, the sun went down, so.
Oh, I should be there now. Well, actually, you can still see me, can't you?
I can. I'm not sure if they can. Okay. So, Rick, I have to say, thank you so much for helping me. There was this thing that I was working on. I want to share it with you because I think it was really cool. I I finally got, I don't know if you remember last week, I had targeted posts that I myself created and I brought over from Tweet Jukebox. And Tweet Jukebox, when they brought it over, they put it into the targeted posts category. And when I tried to move them, it wouldn't, for some reason, it wouldn't move them. And I had to send, I think his name is Tim Fargo. I had to send him a message to say, hey, I'm trying to do this, you know, can you help me? And as soon as I did that, it was like a day later, he sent me a message back that says it looks like it's already done. So I don't know if he did something else or had somebody take care of it, or if it was just a timing issue. But anyway, now my jukebox, my targeted post jukeboxes, I just added my blog posts because I don't have any blog posts yet. So instead of changing it, I just decided I'm just going to use this one. And so now all of my posts, that these are pretty much like all my links, my call to action, and my capture pages. They're all in my blog post jukeboxes. So what Rick helped me on is the auto scheduling. And so what I did was he gave me a formula. And Rick, you know what? I hope I did this right because what I thought you told me, and this is how I set it up, was the best formula if you're really going to start powering out messages, postings, is so three posts in 1 hour are just like quotes, neat, unique posts, stuff like that. And then also one post that goes like to a capture page or to a call to action. And so what I did was, the way that I calculated it was that there's, you know, 3 times 12, and then they're 24 hours in a day. Did I say that right? But anyway, it ended up being 72 posts, and then the 24 post is the one-time capture page for 24 hours. So what I did was, Rick showed me to take your number out of the total daily updates. So you want to take the number out of there so that you have none in your jukeboxes. And then what you want to do is you want to, why is it not letting me do that now? Oh, I know why. So you have to click the ones that you're going to do. So let's just say I want to do awesome jukeboxes, brainy quotes, best of, Danny Johnson, Gary V, Oprah, Tony Robbins. Oh, I don't want to do Oprah. My quote jukebox, motivational messages, and my mind unleashed.
Hey, whoa. Can I?
Yeah.
Where'd you get all these jukeboxes at? I hate it when the student passes the instructor.
You can add them. So
Yeah.
okay, I guess I should do that, huh? First.
Awesome. Yeah. I mean, this is all new material. I mean, where's the Tony Robbins jukebox coming from? By the way,
I just chose it. Okay, so yeah,
how to get this stuff.
I can come back here. All right.
Okay.
So now I have to remember how I did that. Oh, so if you go up here to the jukebox library, top right-hand corner to the right of FAQ, see it there? It's okay. So if you go there, it's not going to let me do it because I already have my maximum amount for what my account is. But you can peruse through these, you know, and then go through them. You know, if you go to the bottom, you can go to the next page. There's like nine pages of these.
Right.
And you just go through them. There's real Donald Trump. There's let's see,
Is there a
so
search?
Tony Robbins, there's a search, but I just went through them because there's women leaders, addicted to success. There's so many of them. I just like the brainy quote. There's great minds think differently. But anyway, so once you go in here, you should see like a download button.
Right.
Something like that. And when you click it, it adds that into your jukeboxes and they're available to you.
Right.
Which is what I did.
Okay. Awesome.
Okay.
So, are you in the same version I'm in the $9 version? Or 12?
Yes.
So how many jukeboxes are you allowed to have total?
Was it 10? 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's quite like the brainy quote images, there was 200 of them in there. The free quote jukebox, there was 202. So you can just take a look at them. I think the Tony Robbins only had 50. The brainy quote had, or the awesome jukebox had 50. So yeah, so once you download them, you can go back to your jukeboxes, and then you'll see the ones that you chose. All the ones that you have on there. So then you go back to your auto scheduler. Then take that daily updates number out of the box. And then you choose the ones that you want to use. Maybe I'll do a couple. And Rick, I hope you're with us still because I have a question for you coming up. I'm hoping you can answer it. But anyway, so what I did was, so with all of, if I want to do 3 an hour, and there's 24 hours in a day, I can choose 72, and I can do that in many different ways. So I can do 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. I'm going to make this 2. And then I think I'm going to make this 5. And make this 5. Okay. So then that's the 72 for the 3 times an hour. Okay, cool. Rick, here's your question coming up. So I got 72 there. Now, if I want to take those call to action or capture pages, if you will, that are in my blog posts, and if I want those to be 1 an hour for the 24 hours, so I'm going to need 24. That's what I'm guessing. How, is there a way that you know of that I can say, like, I want 1 an hour? Like, how will it know that I just want 1 an hour? Or is that going to just integrate with all of these other things? That's my question. I was wondering if you knew. But while he's typing in there, if he knows it, basically, once you do all that, you check the boxes that you want to utilize, you add them all up however you want to do it, and then you click Save. Then you can go into your visual schedule, and there it all is. It does it all for you. Now I want to look to see how that worked with my blog posts. Oh, I think I went the wrong way. Blog posts, here it is. So it looks like it did, 24 for each day.
Well, that's what it should do.
20, yeah, so it's 1 at 12 a.m., 1 a.m., 2 p.m., 3 p.m., 4 p.m. Okay, so I guess that's what it did.
Yep. 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 Yep.
Okay, so I guess that was right. So then the cool thing is you can show conflicts. There's not going to be any. See? Isn't that just the coolest thing?
It is.
It's automatic. Okay, so yes. Good. Okay, it's automatic. It will do 1 an hour. Okay, awesome. So that's what it is. And now you're ready to rock and roll. It's already scheduled and you're pretty much on autopilot now. Now you can go directly to your Twitter, and then instead of focusing on just your posts, now you can just focus on who's liking it, you know, following them, unfollowing, and everything that we did in Status Brew. And so that's all I had for Social Jukebox. Does anybody have any questions? Oh, Marta had a question. You pay for the jukeboxes. Yes, I think there is a free version. I don't know how many jukeboxes you get, but I really think that if you're going to pay for anything, you know, at least do the $9.95, depending on how much you're going to be working with it. If you're working with it, you know, quite a bit, it's worth it. But if you're just starting out, I would just say the free version would just be fine.
Yeah, I started off with the free version. I think I got the free version. I don't remember. Okay. And,
yeah.
And you can have 5 individual scheduled posts. So, you know, you can start off with the free version, get your feet wet, get everything set up and running. There's no reason to have to pay for it right away.
Mm-hmm.
I think one of the reasons we jumped in and paid for it is because there was a rumor afoot that the price was going to go up after the end of October, and I don't know if it did or didn't.
I'm going to have to ask you tomorrow on setting up these other boxes. Oh, that's fine, Larry. No problem.
Okay. Cool. Are you off the screen share?
I'm off the screen share.
So then the next thing. Now, are you using email or are you using notifications? You're using notifications, right?
I'm using notifications.
Okay. So Laura and I are actually diverging a little bit here at this point. Part of the reason is Laura is more married to her cell phone, and she's in the car a lot and she's using her cell phone. I'm in Mexico, and my cell phone doesn't work here, so I'm forced to use my phone, which is okay. Laura's more forced to use cell phone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a screen share again. So we're presenting to everyone, and I'm just going to bring up my email account. So I'm going to assume you can see my email account now.
Yes.
Somebody, okay, great. And you know what? I'm not going to go back to yesterday. I'm just going to start today. So what happens is that I've got my notifications set that they come to my email. So when somebody sends me an email, we've pretty much decided that if they just simply like the tweet, and I can go look at this person, I can see, she just liked my tweet. If I want to know more about who she is or what's going on with her, then I'm going to have to click on her and go take a look at her. I'm following her. There's really not much else to do. I think we decided that the Twitter best practices, if somebody simply likes your tweet, you don't do anything with it. Is that the conclusion we reached, Laura?
Yeah, I mean there are some people out there that you will see some likes, but they're mostly they're not automated. They're just they're just posts that you can, not like a direct post, but you can what's the word I want? You can just tweet back to them and say, thank you so much for liking my page, but it's
Right.
not anything that we have automated or that we're thinking.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, this is not, this is liking a post. Now, on the other hand, this lady sent me a direct message. We are going to reply. Well, we want to reply to direct messages. So she sent me a direct message. She thanked me. I sent her my a link to my 21st century guide to social media marketing, and she thanked me for it. So I'm going to send her a direct message that says, "You are welcome." Of course, that's the first thing I'm going to do. Welcome, Leahy, AHY. Now here's where this gets to be a little bit interesting. I'm not going to tell you that I know the right thing to do here at this point, but I'm going to tell you that I've been doing it. I am, and I don't remember exactly what I've been saying. In fact, let me go look. I think I've got a message pre-written. You can ignore my word file. As you all know, I pre-write a lot of these messages, and so I have a file of messages written. Okay, so here's the message. I'm just gonna grab that. I'll let you read it in a second. Let me just copy it and paste it in there. And I am getting some responses back. So here's I'm gonna paste this message in, and I'm obviously going to put Lee's name in. I assume it's pronounced Leahy, Leahy, and then, I thank her. You're welcome. Now, let me stop with this message and show you. I'm also into helping people rid their bodies, kiddos, and homes of toxins. Now, I'm particularly sending this message to women because I'm looking for people to respond back. I'm looking for a few good people to work with me. Check out, and I'm sending the Silent Soak page, and let me know if you would like to help spread the message. This is, I'll give you a personal opinion, and it is, and I will label it as just a personal opinion. This is a pretty non-threatening message. She's already thanked me. She's communicated with me and thanked me for this other social media thing. So I'm going to take it a step further and just say, hey, listen, I'm looking for a few people to work with me. Would you be interested? And here's a link for you to take a look at. I am getting some responses back. I've had a couple conversations with a couple of people. Nobody signed up yet. I've had a couple of people opt into the Silent Soak funnel. So, I'm not getting a lot of these every day. So it's not like we have enough statistics yet to really understand what the effect is. But I'm doing this, period. So continuing on, we can ignore Bob Proctor. Kirk Spano, he liked my tweet. Fine. Glad you liked it, Kirk. So we're not going to do anything with Kirk unless I was running out of time here and wanted to go see what Kirk's up to. Futures trading buddy liked my tweet. Probably nothing there. So again, we're just going to go up through, look at the people that liked our tweets. Jean-Pierre replied to my tweet. So let's go see what Jean-Pierre has to say. Jean-Pierre, thank you for sharing. Well, I don't know what the tweet was. It looks like he's a gamer. It doesn't look like we're going anywhere with him, so I guess I'll just ignore that at least for the time being. So, the critical thing now is as people do respond and follow you, that you go back in and engage them when you can. Okay, here's Sabri sent me a direct message. We'll just do one more. So same thing. He thanked me. So I'm just going to go ahead and paste my follow-up message back in. Sabri, S-A-B-R-I, you are welcome. Okay, same message, nothing changed. He may not be a candidate. I have no idea based on his name. I don't know where he's from, but who knows? I'm not taking the time to dig any deeper than that. I'll just send the message back. If it tickles his fancy and he wants to, then we'll get to know him a little bit. That's what I'm doing with the follow-ups. Let me close that, and God, let me come back to the page. Google Hangouts. Stop the share, okay? And then what I'm going to do, Laura, is I'll tell you, since they changed this thing over, it's so confusing. At any rate, at least it is to me. Anyway, what I'm going to do now is just turn it back to you and say, okay, you use the notifications to do your follow-ups. Why don't we go through a couple of those?
Sure. All right.
And
I started to share.
I'll be quiet. Well, maybe I'll be quiet. You never know.
All right. So I started the screen share, and right now, what I do during the day is, because I'm so busy with different things that are going on, I find that it's easier for me to go through gradually during the day when I'm sitting in the car, or picking up the girls, or I'm just somewhere, but I don't have my computer, but I just have time to, like maybe 5-10 minutes waiting for Sophia to get out of dance, stuff like that. So I'll just go through and I'll click on my direct messages. And I look at my direct messages that I haven't done anything with. And I just go through them. Now this guy, Nick Hill, he was really kind. Sent me a message. I sent him a direct message after he followed me, and then he said, "Oh, that's awesome." He said he loves organics. He's got a little garden. And then I was like, "Yeah, okay." He says, "I love your video." I'm not sure which video he looked at, but I think the video was from my website when he went there. It was my welcome video. Well, anyway, so I just told him, "Yeah, I appreciate that." Then I said, "Well, wait a minute. What did you grow in your garden?" And so he answered me. This is like 4 hours ago. "Simple things: radishes, cucumbers, tomatoes, mint, and other herbs." So now I can go back to him and say, "Oh, okay. Well, right now I'm, in the midst of a project and I'm looking for leaders." But I can just do that during the day. And I think I have another one. So I have another woman who sent me, "Are you struggling to generate leads on Twitter?" Then she sent me her MLSP link. I didn't ask for that, but I was just like, yeah, well, I'm already in MLSP and I'm not struggling, but thank you though. And she says, "Yeah, don't you love it?" So I just sent her a little, knowledge is power. Okay. Now, maybe I'll go back to her later and say, "You're an MLSP, but are you an affiliate there, or do you have your own company?"
I'd ask her if she's in an MLM. Yeah, absolutely. What MLM is she in?
So I'll do that. But what I've also been doing is, and this is pretty much the same. I'm on my computer now, so I'm not on my phone, but this is pretty much the same on my phone, is I just go to notifications, and it shows me every once in a while. Let me see if I can find. Yeah, so it shows me every once in a while all the people that are following me since the last time I was on. And so I have these 18 people. So if I hover over them, I can quickly look to see if I'm already following them or not. These guys I'm already following. This one I'm not following. So I can follow them. And so that's another thing that I do, if I just go and follow. And the reason I can do that on my phone is because it's easy for me. So I've been going on once a night to Status Brew to do the unfollow follow. And if I keep doing this with my phone during the day, there's not really too many new followers to follow, because I've already tried, doing that during the day. And so this one, here's another one, 9 followers. I can follow her. And this is the last batch. So I just go over, I look at what they're doing. First I look to see if I'm already following them. Okay. This person, I want to have many friends in the world. Make friends with me, please. Now, those posts, and I see they only have 8 tweets, so I'm not interested in following that person. And then I continue on. Okay, so now I did all of my follows right now. And then I'll go home. And then I'll just go through, kind of like I do in Facebook, just do likes. These ones I just do hearts. I look and see if there's inventions. Sometimes I'll retweet it. Sometimes I'll retweet with a quote. And sometimes I just reply to them and ask questions. So it all just depends on what the message is. Okay, this is organic.
Caffeine hair? I wonder what that was.
Reduces breakage and frizz. Oh, some of these really weird things coming up. Adam Chandler, I usually like his.
Yep.
Just because it's good to have good exposure.
Absolutely.
And that's pretty much what I do from the computer. Now I on 4 new tweets. So basically, in addition to my automated posts that I'm already posting throughout the day, if we do things like when I do my video in the morning and I post it, I have it connected right to my Twitter account. So when I post my daily video, it also posts it right to my Twitter account as well. And to be honest, I don't remember how I set that up, but it's a pretty cool feature. I'm sure we could figure it out.
Well, we actually did that a couple of weeks ago when we showed how to set up the Facebook. You set it up in Facebook in the
That's
preference.
right. Okay, it went to the settings and then it went to, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
but that's something we could revisit again in another future time. So.
So when I look at my tweets really went up. My followers went up. I think I only had like 100 last week. It was like 100, 150, something like that. So that's not too bad. That's growing. So I'm keeping an eye on that. I'm keeping an eye on trending hashtags. So if I go to do separate quotes, I can throw those in there. And that's pretty much what I'm doing right now.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're gonna go ahead and wind this up. As you found out, just as we started the broadcast, I'm doing the 6 Figures Live webinar tonight at 6 o'clock. This is different than the corporate webinar. This is our Shift Up Team webinar. And so there's a link if anybody's interested in coming on over and making fun of me. I'm going to do the front part of the webinar. Angel's doing the back part. I have never done this webinar before, and it's been a long time since I've seen the slides. So I'm hoping Angel's going to send me a copy of the slides here in the next few minutes, so I can at least flip through them really quick before I have to deliver the webinar. It would be good to know what I'm going to say or what I'm talking about. It probably has something to do with toxic stuff. Anyway, so we're gonna wind this up. I hope all you folks got some value. Let's see. Next week, Tuesday, Thanksgiving week. People are traveling. Should we plan to do this or should we skip it next week? I haven't thought that through.
Well, if it's up to you, but if it were up to me, I can be there. I can be there. But that's a pretty busy week for us. So
yeah.
Whatever you think is whatever is good.
Well, what does the audience think? What does the audience think? Yes or no? Next, come on, everybody. We got enough of you out there to have a quorum. Give us a yes or a no on next Tuesday. Uh,
Yeah.
in the next,
Larry, Rick, Linda,
you got to do it in the next 2 minutes.
Marta, Daryl, Julie. Julie? Is it Junie?
Junie. Yeah,
Okay, that's what I thought. Mine says Junie. Julie.
No, well, it does say Julie, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, Julie, huh? I only know her as Junie. Okay.
Okay.
So Linda can be there, Rick can be there. Larry won't be there. Okay.
Larry will be, okay. All right, you know what? We'll let you know. We'll post it.
That sounds good.
I'm going to go see if I can come up with a copy of the corporate webinar here. So I actually know what
You know
I'm
what?
going to do.
Len, I might have one. Let me look.
I think I've got it too somewhere. I just don't know where to find it. I was hoping Angel would shoot it to me, but I haven't seen it. So, and et cetera. So, at any rate, if you have time, if you folks want, come on over to sixfigureslive.com and you can heckle me. And other than that, I'm going to shut this thing down and jump off. So thank you all for coming tonight. I hope you got value. And from me to you, bye for now.
Bye, everybody. Have a great night.